Hi, this is Spencer from Finest Painters, and I want to just go over how to mask your floors from getting paint on them when you're doing base molding. And this goes for anything you're masking, but today we'll show you how to mask the floor from getting paint on it when you're painting by brush or spray your base molding. So can you come closer with this thing? I want to show you what, this is a hand masker from 3M. It's a great tool. And it's about $50 or $60. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, or Sherwin-Williams. And so it has a reel of paper. This is masking paper. This comes in 4 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches, and longer. And it has a spool of tape. The tape comes onto the paper, and you pull it out like this, and you have a nice piece of masking paper that sticks to whatever surface you're looking to protect. But if you don't do it right, it's not going to help you. So I want to show you the details about doing it properly. So you want to pull this along. Now I'm just going to show you, this was a piece we already did. So you want to get it right up against the woodwork. Now there's a gap here, and if there weren't so much dust on this floor, I would try to make it perfect. But the more you pull it up and try to put it back down, the dust makes it where it doesn't stick. It happens to be sticking. When I go into my corners, you don't want paper up against the wood. That'll make a brown mark, and then you got to sand off the thing. It's a waste of time. So what I do is I make a 45-degree angle of the paper so that it fits into the corner. And can you see this detail right here? You put the corner right into the corner, and you hold it down, and then you move the thing and make it parallel with the woodwork, leaving no gap. It should go right up against the base molding or whatever you're masking, and you push it down and pull it, press it into place. Now, you do the same thing with the next corner. You're going to make an opposite angle to complete the 90 with this masking paper. And when you fold it, you don't want to fold the exposed sticky tape. You just want to make the bend on the brown. So there's white there, and there's brown underneath this. You're just folding the brown so that it fits nicely right into the corner. Now we got it in the corner, and we have our corner protected. Again, you want to push it down. If you don't push it down, your paint will get under the tape. And to prevent it from completely getting into underneath the tape, because sometimes this tape comes up, but to make it secure, just bring the camera over here. What we're going to do is we're going to prevent the bleeding of the paint from going underneath the tape. And it's a very simple application of caulking. Here I'm going to use clear caulking. There's different color caulkings. I'll explain that on a different video, why we're going to be using clear here. So you just take the caulking with a small, you don't want a big gap, you don't want a big hole in your caulking tip. You want to make a small one. You don't want a lot of caulking. It's a waste. It's also, it becomes in the way if you do too much. So just pressing, you see what's happening here. The caulking is preventing, when we paint this, the caulking is preventing the paint from getting underneath the tape. And you got to do this with your finger or a rag or something, so that even if your tape fails, your caulking will secure the tape down with this glue-like substance and prevent paint from getting underneath the tape. And that's important, because otherwise, why mask? You want to mask to prevent cleanup and getting paint on the wrong thing, right? So that's what you do. You just take your finger again, drag it along. If there's any high spots from your caulking, press it in there. You want a nice, neat line when you're finished. And I'll do a video on what it looks like when you take this thing off. It makes a perfect line, really clean, crisp, perfection. If you don't use the caulking and you want to save money, you're actually wasting time, because you're going to wind up cleaning, and it's not easy to get paint off when you're talking about getting paint off of a small area, like 1/8 of an inch up against freshly painted woodwork. Use the caulking, otherwise you're wasting your time. Okay. I hope this video helped you. Is that camera upside down? Do it sideways.
All right.
Yeah, I hope this video helped you. If you like it, please click like and subscribe. Thank you. This is Spencer Colgan again from Finest Painters.